The calm of the storm is here. So tonight we are doing beer pairing number 29. And before I get started, let me pull up the pairing agenda. But yeah, it's that time of month, beer pairing time. So tonight I'm drinking Boats and Hose. Why is that the name? I have no fucking clue. But there's two guys on a boat with beer in their hands. One of them looks like John C. Riley. Not gonna lie, one of them looks like John C. Riley. So it's Boats and Hose from Jailbreak Brewing Company, and it says it's a Caribbean style lager. It's 4.8 alcohol by volume. And Jailbreak is from Laurel, Maryland. It's about 30 to 45 minutes away from my house. Yes, I have seen it. Do they make a reference of Boats and Hose in the movie or something? If that's the case, then I guess it makes sense. But yeah, tonight I'm pairing this guy with a couple of slices of pizza. Homemade, semi-homemade. The naan we bought from the store, and we top it with toppings. So on one there's basically Hawaiian pizza, ham, pineapple, but we add mushrooms to it, and then the other one it's got hot Italian sausage, bacon, jalapenos, and mushrooms. Both of them have mozzarella cheese. It's the video they make when they pitch their business idea. I'm gonna have to watch it again. Okay, so now it makes sense why one of them looks like John C. Riley. And the other one I assume is Will Ferrell. But the other one doesn't really look like Will Ferrell. Yeah, I decided to do a savory one. And when we made the pizza, I was like, I'm saving a couple of slices for my parent. All right. So, according to Untapped, which I'm not going to pull up, but it says, this easy drinking Caribbean style lager is built on Holotar and Crystal hops, 2-row Munich malt, and cassava. Expect a dry, slightly nutty flavor with a gentle, flowery finish. It's got a 3.58 rating, over 333 ratings on Untapped. So pretty average for me, which average is in my wheelhouse, and I tend to give things a little bit higher ratings than I normally than others do. But let's crack this guy open. And cassava, which I learned earlier, is basically what they use to make yuca. And I love me some yuca. But did you know that cassava, the root itself, just when it's naturally and it's been pulled from its tree or whatever, it's poisonous. So you basically have to take all the skin off, and you have to basically squeeze all the juices out, or else you'll die. Not die, but you'll get poisoned. Fun fact. I learned something about that today. I had no clue that cassava was poisonous. All right, every little bit of that is out. It's got a nice set of foam there. Most of the beers that I've been drinking recently don't have too much foam because they've been sours. Yeah, it was a solid pour, right? Color-wise, looks like a normal lager. Yellow. Maybe a hint of orange, but mostly yellow. Looks very light, translucent. Not translucent, but like it's kind of a clear yellow. You can kind of see through a little bit, but got a solid color to it. Upon smell, it just smells like a lager. You don't really smell. I mean, cassava doesn't really have a smell. Yuca doesn't really have that much of a smell. You taste it, it just tastes like a root. You season it with salt or whatever, and it tastes great. Especially paired with some Peruvian chicken, or it's a good replacement for a French fry. Meaty. I don't smell anything other than beer. It smells just like a plain old lager. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this guy a taste. Oh, that nuttiness at the end. It's definitely there. That nutty finish is really, they really talk about that in on Untapped. It's really hard, like they said, flowery notes as well. Not really getting that yet. And it's hard to get the cassava because it's cassava. There's not, like I said, there's like not much taste to that, but cassava is a Caribbean part of the Caribbean culture. It's not a bad beer. I can see why a lot of people give it a 3.5. But yeah, it's very light. Finishes go. You get that nutty finish at the end, and then it just disappears. Nothing too exciting, to be honest with you, as you can tell from me tasting it. So normally, if something tickles my palate or something like that sticks, it like brings a light bulb to my brain. But this is just just tastes like a plain old lager. But I'm gonna taste it first with the Hawaiian pizza. Oh, there's the floweriness. I got it just now. I'm thinking the saltiness from the ham and the sweetness of the pineapple brought out the floweriness on the floweriness in the beer. Get out, Matt. Get out. This is a pineapple friendly streamer. Definitely bringing out the floral notes there. All right, so now I'm gonna taste it with the other pizza, which is gonna be even saltier because it's got hot Italian sausage, bacon, jalapenos. And although the jalapenos aren't that spicy, they came from my garden or my wife's garden rather, and they're really not that spicy. Ooh, that's even more florally. That brought every bit of that floral trait to the forefront. I'm thinking maybe something salty brings it out. That is really cool. That's rad. Sorry. Bacon's a little crunchy. My teeth are a little sensitive. Just the characteristics of getting old, you know? Your teeth start to feel every little crunch and bite. It was cooked up like 2 hours ago, so it's a little lukewarm. It's not cold. I don't like cold pizza. But this is a pizza that we made today. We just got the naan bread from the store, and we topped it with the cheese and all the toppings. Something one of the kids something the kids really love to do, make pizza. So they were really excited about it today. And naan bread, garlic naan bread is really good for making pizzas. If if you don't want to make your own dough. Hmm. One last sip with pizza. Sorry for talking with my mouth full. I tell my son all the time to stop doing that. All right. So one thing I've learned with this pairing is I didn't really enjoy the beer too much. I enjoyed it. I have nothing against it. It's a plain old lager before eating, before pairing it with something. But pairing it with something salty, it brings out it totally like changes the flavor, the characteristics of the beer. It went from plain old lager with a little bit of a nutty finish to plain old lager. Eat me with something salty, something floral comes out, and like that floral trait just like triggers the tongue. It like electrifies my taste buds, which is pretty cool. So like if I were to drink this on a regular basis, I probably wouldn't enjoy it too much because I'd probably rather just drink a Modelo at this point because I like Modelos. Um, so, but the pairing actually enhances it a whole lot more. So this is something that I'll want to drink in the future as long as I'm eating something, just so it helps change the characteristics of the beer and makes it more enjoyable. So I'm gonna give this still. Uh, let's see. Pull up the ratings real quick. It's not making the top 10. It's not making a 4. That's for sure. Um, I want to try beer. Something I've wanted to do for so long. Beer is so delicious. If you find, if you find the right ones, and there's so many different kinds, at least nowadays, and then you can pick and choose which type of beer you like, and then pairing it with food is even more important because then it'll, you know, it's like it enhances things. It makes your food and your drink an experience. And if it wasn't for me working at Starbucks, I would have learned that. Because drinking coffee and drinking and eating food was an experience. Drinking now that and then after that, it taught me that drinking beer and eating food was an experience. And then drinking wine and eating food is an experience. So, yeah, I know. But yeah, I'm gonna give Boats and Hose a 3.5 out of 5. I'm actually on par with the Untapped rating from all 333. I will be number 334 when I read it and put it into my app. But I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. If I didn't eat it, if I drank it without doing a pairing, it would have definitely gone like a 3.25. But the pairing enhances it and it brings it up a lot. And I look forward to pairing or drinking this when I eat dinner or eat something. Good beer to pair with food. And I'll save all my other favorite beers that don't really need pairings for itself. But it's not a bad beer. It's just not the best. And that's something that I guess I've been experiencing recently with Jailbreak. When I first had them, I really, really enjoyed them. But like, the more and more I drink their beers, the more and more I want to try other breweries. I have never given a 5 out of 5. I will need to be blown away for that. 5 out of 5 is extremely hard. I think 4.5 is what I've given as the highest. Yeah, 4.5 is as good as it's gotten so far. And I don't know if I'm ever gonna give a 5. But that was beer pairing number 29, guys. Number 30 will be sometime in July. I have an idea if I can find the beer of what I want to do, if I can find it. But yeah, We may do 2 next month because August I will be going on vacation to the beach and enjoying the sun, enjoying the waves, enjoying the peacefulness of the ocean. So we'll see about doing 2 in the month of July. That's a month away. Yeah, I know. I try to do one every month. I'm trying to stick to that. So, but yeah, thanks guys for joining in on beer pairing number 29, and I will see you guys for number 30.